Hi there guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. How are you all doing? After 2 days of break, I'm back with reviews. It's not feeling all that well, and yesterday I met sort of like a minor accident, once again mishap. Sort of like fell while crossing the road from the Rhode Island, which was a bit high, but also I think maybe I was a bit tired carrying too many bags and stuff, so I hurt my back a little bit. So I'm sitting on the bed, a little bit different spot. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Hopefully. So I'm putting I'm taking kind of like painkillers and then a little bit of ointment and stuff, so it's better now, but I can feel it's going to take some time. So basically this side before was I had that surgery. It's still not fully recovered after 28 days, or sorry, 20 days rather. So I'm still recovering, but with the new, like the what do you call, the mishaps tend to continue. Also you can see my watch, I put like a nice little scratch there because I fell. My ankle, my back, and my hand all boom. I was carrying also sort of like Lattafa Shaheen perfume, the perfume version, in my bag. Luckily that didn't break. So anyway, I am back with 2 reviews. Hopefully I can finish them. I have a long day ahead, and let's see what you get. So first review I'm going to do is Lattafa from the Pride collection. This is going to be Shaheen Silver. Okay, this one came with the Lattafa Eternal Oud, which I purchased full bottle, and this was a gift with that perfume. So I don't know if it's Fragrantica Bangladesh where I buy it from. They gifted to me. I'm not sure. Or Lattafa itself. I saw one lady in Zimbabwe. She was reviewing and she said they're giving from Lattafa this generous amount of 20 ml. Okay, I'll show you the travel atomizer. While you purchase one of the Pride collection, because Pride collection is a little bit more expensive compared to the other Lattafa. Lattafas usually tend to be like 20 something. Foreign countries, these are selling for 45 to 65, this kind of price range. So it depends on where you are from and how much is your import tax and stuff. So this one, I really wanted to do a full bottle review because I saw the bottle. I think my sister Rini Bansal from India. Hi Didi, how are you doing? Didi means sister. So she had these bottles for sale in India in her shop, and I saw the bottle. This looks like this kind of beautiful bottles with the eagle, or I don't know, is it a falcon? I don't know what this is, but nice little bottle, heavy cap. I think this one also has a gold version. I don't know if that's for women or unisex, but this one definitely, and men's fragrance. Okay, because this is inspired by Creed Aventus. Okay, yeah, some of you will be like, hey, how many more we can take? It's up to you, but I'm just reviewing a product here. So this one is very generous amount. First of all, I give kudos to Lattafa for giving such a big sample, whereas companies, they give like 2 ml samples, 1.5, 0.7. I mean, unbelievable, really generous of them. And I really wanted to show the bottle, but if I buy the gold one, I perhaps will show. This is the sample they give. The sample basically is like this kind of travel atomizers. You have seen these before. I don't know if it's really 20 ml or less or something, but they say 20. Okay, so you can see the picture. There's a sticker in front, the back, Lattafa, and all the name and everything. It's EDP concentration, and also good thing, this one has a sprayer. Here you press here, it sprays. I'm not wearing anything there. It sprays nicely. I tested this before. I think used it like 3-4 days for testing, and I'm sorry I'll be sitting on the bed with this weird background, but it's a little bit better. I can sit on the stool or the tool because that one is a bit hard. So let's see what you get. This one basically, to be keeping it like simple, this is another Aventus inspired perfume, and definitely you can smell the DNA right from the word go. I'll tell you good things. I'll tell you the weaknesses or something because I will review this. First of all, performance. If you talk about the performance, it's pretty good, but doesn't beat City for me. On my hand, it definitely lasted like 4 hours plus. So on my skin, good performer. On the shirt, it's gonna get like 5 to 6 hours or more. If I actually had a bigger bottle, I could tell, but easily you'll get 4 to 5 hours from this one. So performance is not as much as City if you want to think, but I think the bigger bottle is definitely very agreeable. Prices on the Pride ones, I think, are a little bit more expensive because these ones are more of their upper class collection. So when you see Lattafa Pride, I have the booklet in one of the boxes. They have a lot of collection, new perfumes they sort of released, and I think their presentation is nicer than their usual Lattafa, which is also good, but Lattafa's Pride collection, they're putting a little bit better presentation, more premium with that, that cover and all that, like a nice little box. So it looks premium. So price is gonna be a little bit more. So you may ask, why would I buy this instead of Pseudonym or any of these 100 other clones of Aventus? It's not a competition. I'll tell you, I'm not gonna call this like a no-brainer. It's better than everything else, or it makes better sense. Price is gonna be higher side, and you can get cheaper alternatives to Creed Aventus. But I'll tell you now the good things about this. This one, I was talking about, the longevity is pretty okay, pretty solid, as EDP concentration is pretty good. Projection from this, it's on me first 1 hour. After that, I think it stays pretty well. If I do this, I can definitely smell it, but it's not to say as strong as Pseudonym, okay, or Afghan Supremacy, not only intense, some of the more stronger ones, or say something like Hachivat. This one reminds me of Hachivat a little bit, okay. I don't know if it's the color of the packaging or the bottle, but this one reminds me of something like Cedrat Boise, Aventus, Hachivat, all those stuff. You take some of the cleanest bits of those 3 perfumes, this is what you're gonna get, okay. So basically it's a fruity blackcurrant. I get like a nice little lemony vibe, and not too dark or smoky. So it's not a smoky batch of Aventus if you want looking after for that. But I think this is a very fresh, clean, sort of like a citrusy bergamot. I think of Mont Blanc Explorer. This one reminds me of that with a better performance. So if you like Explorer, this is a better performer Explorer for me. So not all the way through 100% Aventus. And one other thing, I asked the seller who's selling this Bangladesh, brother Alam, I asked him, like, brother, what are these perfumes, like all the Pride collection they are cloning? So he said he asked the owner, but they actually said it's the original creation. And I can understand sort of why the companies will never admit, like I asked Armaf people in Bangladesh, they said Pseudonym is not a clone of anything, it's our own perfume. So I guess it's legal reasons, whatever. But people make, even the designer niche companies, they make sort of like a, how to say, like inspired perfume, let's say Baccarat Rouge, Instant Crush, they all smell like each other, but whatever is popular, basically people like to make that, recreate it, and to get some profit in the market. I find this, honestly speaking, good and bad at the same time, because let's say a fragrance like Aventus cannot be afforded by, like, it's not affordable to everybody. $450 to $550, not everyone can afford it. When you have something like Cedrat Boise, it's much more affordable. A Pseudonym, Club de Nuit Intense Man by Armaf, so people can afford it. So that's a good thing. Other thing is not so good is that someone is taking the originality from certain brand that they created, let's say Silver Mountain Water or Himalaya by Creed. These perfumes were created originally by Creed. But then again, like Cool Water and then Green Eyes Tweed, you can also say like, hey, they don't smell like each other, but they sort of like drew inspiration, but the same perfumer, just argument's sake. So basically, I wish every company made their own thing. This is what I feel. And, it's a good thing that everybody can afford something like a Le Labo clone, but not everybody can afford a Le Labo. So in that way, it's a yes or no, it's another debate. So overall, I'll tell you this one, test it before you buy it. If you go to Lattafa, buy, let's say, a perfume, and you are looking for an Aventus inspired perfume, so you can choose perhaps your sample. I don't know how long they're going to be giving these, but Lattafa seems very generous with their pricing, very affordable, very great pricing out compared to some of the other ones, Middle Eastern house, and they're coming up. And I really like this fragrance. If you talk about some of the other ones, it doesn't do anything new, okay, but it's just a fresh, clean, more performant version of Explorer. There you go, Mont Blanc Explorer. If you like that, this is gonna be more performing in the same price category or a little bit cheaper. So now, one final thought I'll tell you. Are you gonna get compliments? Yes, perhaps you will if you're wearing this in office setup. Like if you are staying indoors, it's gonna be good. Outdoors, perhaps you go with Pseudonym. And just one observation with the Middle Eastern brands, not just Lattafa itself, Afnan, Lattafa, whoever is producing, I think they're gonna take over the market. Why I feel this? Because nowadays designer fragrances are rising in prices like crazy. Okay, I'll finish it with that point. And then I'll say overall, Lattafa Shaheen Silver, I think I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 for good performance, nice smell, clean, fresh, everyday usage, and masculinity. But the price could be a little bit more affordable, if not Pride collection. Okay, so 8 out of 10. So now let me tell you why I think Middle Eastern brands are going to take over very soon, and they're taking over in Bangladesh, like they're selling like hotcakes, because people can buy these Middle Eastern fragrances for $20 something. and many of them, they are really nice, okay, really nice, and people feel like, hey, I can buy a full bottle for a price of a decant of a niche perfume. Why I use a decant? And it's a very wise decision that you can use 100 ml versus 5 or 10 ml of something expensive stuff. On the other side, some people want to get, taste of the real deal, like let's say something from by Kilian, or something like Zerjov or Rojadov. So you cannot afford it like with $20, right? So there are two sides of a story, but in general, people want to have full presentation. They want to have experience. They don't care if it's not original creation or something, like the presentation is something like, I'm going to review this, like say something like a Zerjov. People don't care at times, and at times they care for their budget, and nowadays our petrol price, everything is going high. So given that, people are leaning more towards Middle Eastern brands. They have excellent performance, cheap price, and they sometimes get compliments a lot, right? So I will do a discussion on this perhaps, that would be another discussion. But Lattafa brand definitely is impressing me a lot more than they used to back then. When I started off with the Lattafa Oud Mood and everything, they were okay. But now these bright collections are, better. And one last thing, it's kind of, someone sort of joked like, is Lattafa your new sponsor and group sponsor with the logo? No, Lattafa is I sort of got some perfumes, I think Lattafa, often I'm not sure, by the seller as, it's a nice gesture, but initially 1 or 2 bottles, but the rest of them I all buy. And I look at the description first, and then people, when they like it a lot, I get interested, right? So that's sort of the story. So you try these fragrances, nobody's forcing you to buy anything, but Lattafa is a great house that they're doing really good nowadays. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. One more review, then we'll upload this. Take care.